Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly horoscope forecast for week commencing the 26th of July. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Every time I drop a video, you'll get an alert on YouTube. Also, if you'd like to embrace more serious astrology and ascend above your zodiac sign forecast, why not check out my special offer package of a 12-month forecast and a character analysis based on your unique personal data. No two charts are the same, and there's 30% off at the present. Please see the link below. Hello Aries, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 26th of July. As we come into this new week, the energy of last week's full moon in the sign of Aquarius is still very much to the fore. And I think this is giving you some options this week about who you spend time with and how. The Sun is forging a quite gorgeous link with Venus all through this week, a semi-sextile. Now, it's true that Venus has moved into one of its less influential zodiac signs of Virgo, but these two are collaborating, so the joyfulness of the Sun in Leo can be coupled with the practicality of Venus in Virgo. So if we can find ways to enjoy ourselves, to be playful and interact with others, but in some way that gives us some kind of tangible benefit, then that would be a lovely thing to do. For example, if you enjoy cooking and eating food, that might be a lovely way to connect to somebody new, perhaps even in a romantic context. Now, Wednesday is a truly big day because Mercury moves into the sign of Leo, which is terrific for your sign. This is your fifth solar house. Mercury going through the sign of Cancer is more watery and more subconscious. You're going to find your sense of humour is really ignited from the middle of this week. But also Jupiter, the planet of growth, in its retrograde steps back into the sign of Aquarius. Now, it moved into the sign of Aquarius on the 20th of December last year. And Aquarius for you is your friendship sector. And if you have been going through some deep thinking about who you should be connected to, I think you're given a little bit of a nudge about the people who have proven to be those steadfast colleagues, those steadfast friends or associates. And it could see some kind of revitalization around your social situation. But from Friday through to Sunday, the Sun is in a rather tense standoff with Saturn. So when it comes to those friends, I don't think the fair weather variety are going to cut it for you. You are really looking for the people who really are going to be there through the tough times. And maybe there is something that you need to think about in terms of the use of your time. Are all the people that you're spending time connecting with, interacting with, really appreciating what you have to offer? So that's the question the Sun's opposition with Saturn is going to be asking you. And if you don't see a long-term future in a romantic interaction at the moment, this aspect can also make you think carefully about that. But on Thursday, your ruler Mars travels into the sign of Virgo, joining up with Venus. Mars in this area is very much about activity, physical energy and output. And you could find yourself working extremely hard over the next 6 weeks. You may even find yourself being a bit more virtuous about what you eat and drink. And if you are somebody who likes to relax and be a little bit more sedentary, this is a push to become much more active in the weeks ahead. Now on Saturday there is a quarter moon in the sign of Taurus, and that kind of tempts you to splash out on something that would give you some instant gratification. And a treat often is very much in order, but if you're really trying to be more disciplined about those calorific goodies, this is just asking you to be mindful of this. Now on Saturday and Sunday, Venus in the Earth sign of Virgo is forging a trine to Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, in the Earth sign of Taurus. And I think for you, you could come up with some kind of imaginative scheme over the weekend about how you can improve your finances, but I wouldn't say it necessarily is going to come through outright speculation, more about making use of things you've got at the present time, but perhaps in a new way, some kind of innovative approach. Now, as the week draws to a close, Mercury is advanced and connected with the Sun in a conjunction. Now, on Monday, they're actually going to be exactly side by side, which is known as cazimi. And I'll tell you about that in the forecast for week commencing the 2nd of August. But as this week draws to a close, I do think your mind can be very nimble and perhaps also playful, but just be aware, Saturn's asking you to make sure that any one that you invest in or any activity that you invest in is really meaningful and has some kind of greater benefit for you for your longer term future.